This video was sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. Alright, so we've got a pretty easy first pick. Mind Flayer is one of the better rares in the whole set. 5 mana, steal a thing. I'm also pretty sure this will be a card like when they do the Stranger Things thing that they're going to do. I don't know how they're not going to do an alternate art version of this card, given that they talk about the Mind Flayer all the time in that show. So it's kind of cool to think about in that context in the future, I guess. Is there anything else? You know, if we didn't have a really good rare, I'd probably be tempted to take Owlbear or Targnar. Well, actually, there's a Grim Bounty. Just kidding. I'd probably take the Grim Bounty over both of those. Cleric class can be good, but you pretty much have to be in the life gain deck or it's terrible. So I'm going to grab Mind Flayer. Yeah, you've got to have, even if you aren't a aggro deck, you have to have stuff you can do early to counteract your opponent's early plays, or you're just going to die, basically. So this is an interesting pack. So, yeah, the two best cards are both red removal spells, Burning Hands and Dragon's Fire. Dragon's Fire does 3 all the time. Burning Hands does 2 about, 70% of the time. And does 6 like 30% of the time. So it's kind of a funny option. This will very occasionally do more than 3. The blue cards here are, Soul Knife Spy is fine, but I think it's one of these 2 red spells that we want more. And I think in the end, Dragon's Fire probably is just better. Doing 3 all the time is probably a little better than doing 2 a big chunk of the time and 6 sometimes. It's close, though. But we'll take the removal. The Dragon's Fire. Okay. I actually don't love Thieves' Tools just because it's so slow, but if I'm thinking about the same card, I'm thinking about the equipment that makes a treasure and all that. So, blue-red is the die roll deck, but, we've forced that deck pretty hard. Other people have too, and they've all been pretty disappointed. So we don't really need to, grab Barbarian class here really aggressively, I don't think. We'd probably just grab Charmed Sleep. I mean, it's not an amazing spell at all, but it is removal. It's fine. Talisman's okay too, but I think Charmed Sleep is our pick here. Okay, so here we've got Ray of Frost, Owlbear, and Bar the Gate. Those are all things I'm pretty interested in. Nice things that are still in this pack. So we have no idea really where this deck is headed at this point. Other than that, we're probably playing blue. And, Charmed Sleep, Ray of Frost is like a worse Charmed Sleep part of the time and a better Charmed Sleep part of the time. It's another one of these weird color hoser cards, which I do like. I like the idea there. The question is whether I'd rather have it or Owlbear, basically. Bar the Gate's nice, but I think it's a little bit below where I'd have it. Portable Hull's good, but I don't think it's better than either of these cards. I'm going to take the bear. I think it's just better. I mean, we'll see whether we actually end up in green. Well, back-to-back Owlbears isn't too bad. And this is a pretty weak pack overall. So, back-to-back Owlbears it is. Alright, so this is interesting. So Gretchen is the blue-green signpost, but she's not as good in this format as she would be in most. I think she's probably still what we're going to take, although having a Herd Gorger is pretty nice. She is a 2-drop, but not the kind you really want in this format overall. Just because she's not aggressive at all. But yeah, Thieves' Tools so far for me has been pretty unimpressive, both against me and when I've played it. I think we probably take her. I mean, she's blue-green. This deck is sort of a ramp deck, but it is kind of a medium strategy in this format. We may still go that route. I mean, we have a clever Conjurer here who can help us there. A couple of good white 2-drops here to look at, but I think we probably grab the Conjurer. Okay, well, this is interesting. We've still got, you see a pair of goblins and improvised weaponry here. We're taking one of those, I think, over the Conjurer or the Circle of Moon Druid. You know, the way our deck's currently constructed, we're not, like, good at going wide. But we could get there. And, you know, making goblins as an alternate mode is good. Improvised weaponry does allow for a bit of splashing, and it does kill way more creatures in this format than it would in most. I think we go with weaponry in the end here. Okay, so I like Underdark Basilisk a fair bit as one of these 2-drops that causes people problems. I think it's what we'll take here. It would kind of suck if we end up not being in blue, because we do want to play Mind Flayer, but I guess it could happen. So, like Gretchen, Secret Door isn't really, most of the time, what you want to be doing in this format. I think Boulette is probably a little better. Yeah, splashing red is definitely a possibility. We probably wouldn't splash improvised weaponry, but we would Dragon's Fire. Okay, so here I may speculate on a Barbarian class. If we get enough D20 stuff going, it might be worth it, and we are at least partly in blue-red. I think it's more likely to get in our deck than Secret Door, overall. Okay, so, you know, Delver's Torch isn't bad. Brazen Dwarf is a pretty mediocre payoff for flipping coins. I think I'd rather just have the Raven. Alright, well, Earth Cult Elemental is playable. Unlike Mordenkainen's Polymorph. I think we're hoping we're blue-red or blue-green, mostly because of Mind Flayer, but yeah, we could end up in lots of places. We have 2 pretty good red cards. Yeah, probably not gonna get in our deck. Okay, probably take Dragon Turtle. It's a pretty great card. It has a cool design, too. It is a dragon, so... Orb of Dragonkind, huh? So yeah, you know, it flashes in and taps something down, and it can't block at the same time that turn, but in the end, you end up with a huge creature that, you know, hinders their development a little bit, and then just has great stats eventually. This pack has a lot of good blue stuff in it. Well, I mean, these 3 cards are all really good. I think we definitely want Dragon Turtle, but yeah, there's some other stuff. Precipitous Drop is quite nice, but yeah, we're taking the Dragon Turtle here. I have built a pretty good blue-red deck before with lots of coin flipping and stuff and lots of synergy, and it wasn't very good. Like, the synergy just isn't good enough if you don't have the creature that makes a 1/1 every time you flip a coin. If you don't have that, then you're in trouble. Okay. What do we want here? Well, haven't been impressed with Find the Path. I mean, I've built a pretty heavy ramp deck before in this format, and I've found it to be pretty underwhelming, like where I use Clever Conjurer and untap a land with Find the Path on it, and I just haven't liked it very much. So, we've got a mediocre blue card here, also a mediocre green card. I'd probably just take the Investigator. I mean, it's fine. Guild Thief, I think, is even worse than the Investigator. And these green cards are all pretty medium. And we do need 2-drops. I mean, that does matter. In case you haven't heard me say that a lot over the last few drafts. Okay, yeah, I don't love Loathsome Troll. Also don't love Faraday. I mean, especially because we don't currently have that much stuff for coin flipping. We have a little bit. I mean, we could speculate there, but you know, as I've said, this format and synergy aren't as important as they are in most formats. I think we just take the card that's good, which is Genie Windseer. Nothing fancy, really. It's just a aggressively costed flyer that scries. And, you know, Faraday may even wheel. And if we get enough D20 things, obviously we'll play Faraday. But I don't think we want to take it there. So we could consider Hama Pashar, but it's not like we're actually good at splashing anything. Venturing into dungeons at this point. Pixie Guide's interesting. I mean, it is a 2-drop, has decent stats. It'll make a couple of our cards better. Tiger Tribe Hunter is pretty nice, too. But definitely better in, like, the black-red deck. I think I'd probably just take Pixie Guide here. Yeah, the Talisman, Reaper's Talisman is a beating, that's for sure. Okay, so I have Vecna's interesting, especially if you're green-white. So as you see a pair of goblins, but I think I'm just going to take a 2-drop, and this is one of the better ones in the set, just because it can grow all game long. And I think we're sort of locking in now on being blue-green. Another Knoll Hunter, huh? Yeah, okay. I'm down with that. You know, this isn't exactly the blue-green. Blue-green isn't exactly an aggressive color pair, but we can try. You kind of want to be able to do stuff earlier. You're in trouble in this format. So, yeah, we're doing pretty well on 2-drops, especially for blue-green. I'm liking the look of our deck overall, actually. I would like to splash Dragon's Fire, but we'll see if we get there. Chesra is kind of an interesting card to consider splashing. Rhymefield Frost Giant isn't a bad thing to have at the top of your curve, but it's no Owlbear. You know, Faraday's Fireball is not bad either. Maybe I just want the Giant. We don't have any fixing right now. We could get it, but the Giant might make the cut anyway, so we'll just grab him. Well, I don't really want Silver Raven or Clever Conjurer or Secret Door. We could take a Trick, which right now our deck doesn't look bad with. So I think maybe I'm going to take Bull's Strength here over these mediocre things. Sure. Bull's Strength. All right, so Ray of Frost came back, and I think we're pretty happy about that. We snatch it up here pretty happily. So again, we have a choice between 3 pretty mediocre cards. I guess Secret Door is the one most likely to make our deck. It's not very likely, but if one of them does, I guess that's it. Yeah, we'll grab some fixing here for free, basically. I don't hate that, which might be enough to help us play Dragon's Fire. If we had, like... We kind of like one more thing, but we'll see if we get there. Ranger's not bad. Probably better than Rhyme-Shield Frost Giant. Okay, I like having one copy of this in basically every deck that I can have it in, because everybody has a problem artifact or enchantment, seemingly, and it deals with them. It's unfortunate we got this Adventurer here, because obviously it's super good, hard to deal with, and can very quickly get you through a dungeon. But we're, you know, a little too deep in what we're doing for that to be the right thing to do. Yeah, I mean, that would be the pack one, pick one for sure. Trellisar is pretty sweet if you're a life gain deck. I don't think we're that interested in going that route, trying to splash her. Probably just take Hill Giant. You know, you do need to be not slow in this format, but having a big creature that gains you life does help you stabilize pretty often. So does the Ranger. They're very similar cards, kind of. They're both, like, expensive green things that come down and sort of let you breathe a sigh of relief. So Battlecry Goblin's great. I don't know if it's the best uncommon in the set, but it's up there. Could we turn into like a blue-red aggro deck? Not really. Red-green would probably be better. I think we're just a little too late to jump ship into red. Hand of Vecna is not bad equipment. It might just be what I take here. The Investigator and the Raven are both fine. Ish. I mean, I'm probably not going to play the Raven in the end. But I like Hand of Vecna. It gives a pretty decent stats boost. Speaking of problem artifacts. Okay, so there's a Faraday. I don't think we're anywhere close to having enough ways to flip coins. Roll dice for that to be worth it. Nope. We could splash Minimus Containment, which is nice because it gets rid of all the permanents, all the problem permanents there are. Ranger's Longbow's okay. I don't really want a second one of these. Another Arcane Investigator wouldn't be terrible. But I think I'm just going to take the best card here, which I think is Minimus Containment. Okay. So, decent 3-drop, decent 2-drop. I mean, I guess we're going to take the 2. Ooh. Alright, so I think we'll probably take the Apprentice. You know, it's a nice flyer with brings a bunch of other value. We're not really going to complete dungeons, but it's basically going to be like a 3-mana 2/2 with flying that scries 1 or something like that, which is a really good card in limited, so I'm not exactly broken up about it. I think I like the idea of taking it here. It's also kind of an aggressive creature, which is sort of where we're headed, even though we're not in the best color pair to do such a thing. White Dragon's pretty sweet, but obviously it's not where we're headed. So, Arcane Investigator is just so medium. Medium. But I guess it's what I'm going to take here over these other, even less good cards. So, okay. So, if we are splashing white, I guess having a portable hole wouldn't be terrible. We probably do need a little more fixing. Okay, well, interesting. With 2 Temples of the Dragon Queen, some scrying, the ability to make treasure off of venturing on occasion. Do I have enough fixing to splash Minimus Containment if I also grab the Temple? I think I probably do. I probably don't splash. I think I'd rather have Containment than Dragon's Fire overall. I think we just splash Containment off of those 2 lands. We can get all of these that we want, which is because they're not very good. So we'll stick the Investigator in our sideboard. I don't hate the Longbow. So we sort of tried to build a more aggressive blue-green deck, and, you know, just a lack of good 2-drops makes that kind of challenging, but, you know, I think we did all right. Could definitely be better, but I think we did all right in the end. I do have a dragon, it's true. It is true. So, I think the Frost Giant is the worst of these 5s that we've got. So I think we cut that. Probably cut at least 1 Investigator. Maybe even just go down to 1 of them. We'll still have plenty of 2-drops without him, so I think I'm okay with that. We don't have any way to search up basics or anything, so I don't think we run any planes at all. We just run these 2 temples. And then... yeah. I think we do need 17 in this deck. We have a pretty high curve. So yeah. This will be interesting. Yeah, I think we keep the bow in the end. I mean, it's been pretty reasonable. I mean, it's not as good as some of the equipment in this set, but it's fine. It's not as good as Hand of Vecna for the most part. So we tried pretty hard to go aggro in a color pair that's mostly designed to be drafted as a ramp deck. But when you do draft it as a ramp deck, you tend to get run over. So, you know, yeah. You know, maybe we don't want Clever Conjurer that much in the deck. Thank you for the follow, Benji McFly. I mean, it's a fine card, but... So if I play Pixie Guide and play the hand and equip it next turn, our opponent finds themselves in like a kill the Pixie Guide or die situation, pretty much. So I think I'm actually going to play the Guide here instead of Gretchen. I mean, I'm going to have to give up a significant amount of life if I go that route, but it might just be worth it. Yeah, we'll just take 2. So, if I play Hand of Vecna and equip it here, this will become a 6/9, but it will also cost me 5 to equip it. So I'll go down to 13, swing for 6, they'll swing back for 4, it'll drop us to 9. It's probably not worth it at this point. I think we either want to play the Conjurer or Gretchen. If I play the Conjurer, I can play Mind Flayer next turn. That seems kind of worthwhile. Yeah. So this turn, this is going to become a 3-3, which is bad. So, oh yeah, they swing for 7, so it's even worse. Good call. So this is going to get its counter here. I can steal it, which will be pretty nice. I wonder whether it's just going to be better to play like Owlbear. Yeah, we're not in a good way here, and this is what can happen when you're not in a deck. Like, our opponent is in, like, a typical aggressive deck for this format, and we're sort of fumbling around, trying not to die. I guess I'm going to block this and just take the 3. I know it means I can't play Mind Flayer this turn, but I think trading for their thing is probably a good call. Okay. Play Gretchen here. I'm not going to block, so I may as well attack, huh? So we can play our Mind Flayer this next turn. I'm kind of hoping they play something amazing. You know, you don't often hope. You're not like, man, I hope my opponent plays the best card in their deck right now. But that's pretty much where you are on Mind Flayer, so... So I think I blocked the Hunter here. If it attacked me, it does not, though. Okay. So I think we're actually going to slow roll Mind Flayer a little bit. Because I can do other things, and we're not really in a position right this second where we desperately need to steal their creature. It wouldn't do that much, you know, especially because I have a Death Toucher and stuff. So I think we just, you know, play Owlbear here. Big creature. Hand of Vecna does kind of get worse as the game goes on in a weird way. That's not good. Hopefully, they're a little aggressive here.
Who's ready for adventure?
And I can find a way to get in for enough damage. I mean, Hand of Vecna alone on our Pixie Guide might do it. Okay. Interesting. So... yeah, if I play the hand here and equip it by paying 4, I can just kill her right away. I think that's probably what we want to do here. Yeah, so let's play Hand of Vecna. We can actually just equip for 2, huh? But if I do that, I can't play my Knoll Hunter, so I think I'm just going to pay the life. Oh, it's beginning of combat. Whew. Way to read the card, me. Okay. Well, in that case. Oh, no, never mind. Beginning of combat was still gonna happen. Okay. I'm thinking about swinging with Owlbear too, but I probably don't. Take her down.
Fine. I'll take my loot and go somewhere else.
Play the Knoll Hunter. And I think we just hold on to cards when we can because of our Pixie Guide. And playing an island here doesn't do anything for us, so... Uh-oh. Glad I held on to Mind Flayer, I guess. Because that's gonna hurt. So we go down to 4. Not really where I want to be, but... I guess we go to combat first, actually, so we get a bigger boost on our Pixie Guide. So, we'll attack them for 5. I could attack with Owlbear, too. And if I'm going to do that, I guess I could also attack with my Mind Hunter. I mean, my Knoll Hunter. I think we swing in with both. Yeah. So I'm sure they block that with the Basilisk. So we do a bunch of damage here, drop them to 11. Then we play Mind Flayer and steal the Inferno. And hopefully they can't just kill Mind Flayer here, but even if they do, they are pretty far behind right this second. I don't have any red mana, of course. Okay, so... Alright then. Okay, so I can hit them for... 5 plus 6 plus 2, which is not quite enough. Yeah, I could drop them to 1 here. If I swing with both of these, we don't quite get there. And we definitely don't want to lose Mind Flayer, so I don't think we do it. Yeah, okay. So I think we play another Owl Bear here. All right. See if they have a trample trick or something, we could be in for some trouble here. But other than that, I think we have a good chance at winning this. Notice how we've never had time to use Gretchen Titchwillow this whole game. That's why she's not, like, amazing. What are they doing? I don't like it. Okay. I was like, uh-oh. Something bad about to happen, or are they about to lose? I'm glad we slow rolled that Mind Flayer because they played Inferno with the Sky Mounts, so, you know. If we'd used it earlier, I guess they would have been a lot lower on life, so who knows, but... Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're in blue-green, there's probably not a reason you shouldn't be running her, even though she doesn't do most of what you want to do in this format. Because, you know, just because the format's fast doesn't mean literally every game turns into a race like that. And she can be, if you do get to the late game, she's pretty good, so. It's just kind of a rough hand. We can play Pixie Guide, and if we draw a third land, we're kind of okay, so I think we keep it, but it could go badly. The problem with this format, though, Undni, is you don't really want a wall early in this format. You want a card that can trade for cards early. And I'm not saying she's unplayable or anything, just way less good in this format than she would have been in, like, Kaldheim or Strixhaven. Let's hope we draw a third land here. We did it, and it's a green one. Man, we're good. Secret Door is not nearly as good of a mana sink, but I see your point. That's annoying, mostly because we can't shut him down with Charmed Sleep. I think we just swing here. Things are gonna get ugly. Like, if you can't kill Volo right away, good luck to you, you know? So, play this Basilisk. They're about to play a creature they get 2 copies of. Yep. Well, okay. We can at least play Owlbear here. But, you know. Yeah. So next turn we can play our Herd Gorger, which will be pretty helpful on this board, I would imagine. We really need to find white mana, though, more than anything, because Volo is just going to go nuts here. I mean, they've already made one copy, which is enough to feel pretty good about yourself. If we let them make any more, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. I haven't played with or against him yet, but obviously he's a cool card. So they don't get a copy of that because they have a human in play, thank God. That would be really bad. So I think I swing in with Owlbear and... No, not Pixie Guide, because L2 Guard Ranger. So yeah, we'll attack with our Owlbear here. I'm down with blocking with a couple of tokens. Then... play the big boy. Oh no. Okay, so they can bounce 2 things here if they want to. Plus they get 2 2/5s, obviously. We get to gain life again, but obviously the upside there isn't exactly earth-shattering. Do I want to block that ranger? I guess I probably do. Okay, so we'll replay our Gorger. Yeah, I mean, it will be. If we had to get white mana like 2 turns ago to have a real chance here. The only way we might is if they get really unlucky. And they also have Ranger class, so, yeah. I think now we're definitely losing this one. Okay, so we can shut down the bigger one with Charmed Sleep. Don't hate that. Or maybe we can't. Yeah, we would have needed... We needed some help to stand a chance here. I guess our deck doesn't have an overwhelming amount of removal. And, like, you know, we did have Charmed Sleep when they played Volo, but because Volo can't shut down Charmed Sleep, it didn't really matter. Interesting. Okay. Still think we're dead, but, giving him Reach is interesting. Probably not enough to get us there, but... Especially because they also have a Hall of Storm Giants over there. I have never engaged with D&D in any way. Inside or outside. Well, I guess I am inside right now. It's just pretty funny. Okay, well. They got us. Volo that you don't kill, I mean, that would have been enough to beat us, I think. I don't think we would have been able to win no matter, like, what, almost. We'd have had to draw, like, a bunch of amazing cards in a row, so. We did not. And then once they played Ranger class, I don't know that there was anything we could draw. No matter what we drew, that would have gotten us there. Okay, so we're going to have to use this for blue mana, which could end up being kind of a bummer, but we'll be okay. Unless we draw an island here. No, we don't. So, yeah, we're going to go with blue. Okay. So... I guess I attack, and if they block, I use Bull's Strength. I think that's probably the best use of our turn. If they don't block, we just play Ranger's Longbow. Yeah, so it's Bull's Strength here. Interesting. Is this about to get gobbled up by something with flash? Doesn't look like it. Ah, they have the counter spell. Oh no, good. I would much rather it be that than the counter spell. Let's see what we roll. We don't have double blue, so I think we very sadly need to put Dragon Turtle on the bottom. I think we probably want the removal, but we can't really afford to draw another card we can't play right away. Alright, so they got the Pit Trap over there, which basically means we don't want to play the Longbow in our first main phase, like, at all, because if we do, they'll just kill the thing. So I think we just go to combat here. Attack. Yeah. Bull Strength was pretty good for us yesterday, it's true. Let's play the Longbow. And equip it just to make our creature a little harder to kill and in the turn. Ooh. I wish I could play my Charmed Sleep, but I'll take Hand of Vecna, I guess. We're just gonna pay the cost. I mean, I guess, actually, I'm gonna pay the life, because then I can leave up Ray of Frost to put on the ally after it attacks us. So, yeah. Kraken for 7 here, which feels pretty good. Let's see if Hand of Vecna can get us there again. So, like before, we're going to hold on to cards if we can, and we're going to end up playing Ray of Frost here one way or another, I think, so... Okay, so they're going to get to venture twice here. Okay. They're going to get to venture 3 times on 1 attack here, but then we're going to use Ray of Frost, and I think we'll get back a ton of that value. Interesting. Depending on what they do here, it may be right not to play Ray of Frost. I guess they're probably going to get their hands on a Goblin token, though. Okay. Oh, they're going to make my creature unable to attack is what they're going to do. Yeah, so scry 1. Oh, yeah. So then it hits us, and then they get to do one more thing. And I'm guessing they'll make my creature unable to attack. Seems likely, yeah. Right, so let's put Ray of Frost on this thing. Our creature cannot attack here, so we will play Owlbear. Hold on to this land. Man, if we draw blue, we're going to be feeling pretty good here. That is a big if, though. Hey, we did it. So, what does that mean? Well, I think it probably means we put Charmed Sleep on Arborea Pegasus. Then I think we move the Longbow over here, and then they can both attack. Oh, actually they can't, but Trample probably is better. So, yeah, let's just move it, too. They don't quite have to block, but, you know, they kind of do. So they go to 1. We end our turn. They can use her ability once. And then also... Yeah. If they venture, they can only scry 2, which isn't really going to be enough. Okay. Now I can attack with both. If I move the Hand of Vecna. Yeah. And I think that's better than just having one big trampler. Wow, I moved the wrong equipment. Me good. Okay, well, they're still gonna have to block the Owlbear. So, yeah. We're probably okay, even though I effed that up. Okay, well, they actually shouldn't have shown me that when they did, but obviously I screwed that up, so. No attacks. Alright, so I think we play a land and play Boulette here. It'll become a 4-4. Let's see. We can hold off on moving it. Uh-oh. Okay, so things are getting interesting. If I hadn't screwed up moving my equipment the way I did, I would have been able to attack them and killed Gretchen. Gretchen would have had to block, because this would have had 5 power, so... I'm not loving that I screwed that up, as I'm sure you can imagine. Yeah. I think that may end up costing us the game. I can double block Gretchen here, is the good news, and take her down, but... We did get rid of her, at least. Alright, so... we may as well pay the mana here, because we can... I think we suit up the Investigator and attack with both, and then play... Then we'll play our Knoll Hunter. End our turn. We get a 5/5 now. 3 attackers. They're getting close. In fact, if they move Delver's Torch here and attack us, they'll complete their dungeon. Yeah. Me messing up the equipment earlier cost us this game, I think. So Charmed Sleep is bad. They still... yeah, they have to have 2 blockers here. And they're both going to have to block. So... so we want to move the Hand of Vecna here. No, we don't. We want to move the bow. Yeah. Then we go to combat. Attack with both. They have to block both. They can kill the Arcane Investigator, unfortunately. But they do have to give up their 3/4 to do it. Okay. We're going to put the hand here. Too bad it doesn't untap like that other version of that card we've seen before. So they're going to make a goblin token here, I would guess. Oh, they can actually do things to creatures. I guess it doesn't really matter that much on this board, though. So they're going to scry here and make a goblin who can block our Knoll Hunter. I would guess. If they have a creature in their hand, maybe they don't, but yeah. Well... that's not good. Really effed this one up. It's actually a really good draw. I mean, we can't attack this turn, obviously, but... shouldn't have played that land. You know, I probably should have attacked there, too. Oh, man, I should have, yeah. It's like an endless parade of punts, you know. When you mess up once, you just keep messing up. Yeah, I definitely screwed up that whole turn, basically. It is very true. Should have moved the bow. Should have attacked. These things are true. Nice. I still have all the equipment on it, so... I was going to say, they made our creature into a 4/3 when they didn't really have to. So they can kill us in the air this turn. There's no way for me to force a block. No way for me to force a block here that makes it so I don't die. I guess I have reach. Does that change things? Yes, it does. Okay, so yeah, I think we actually do attack. Maybe we don't attack. Yeah, I think it's better to attack here. So I think we go to combat and attack with our Knoll Hunter and then move the bow to the 2/2. So we'll attack. I'll throw the 1/1 in front of it. We'll remember to move our bow this time. And we'll end our turn. Stop drawing creatures! Oh, they can make our ranger into a 1/1. Making that into a 3/2 isn't quite as potent. They can put a counter on it, so we're kind of boned now. Or maybe they don't put a counter on it. Ooh, boy. What does that do for us here? Quite a lot, I think, right? Should not have played my land. Did that again. So, I think we steal the 2/2 flyer. Maybe I go into combat first here. I think I attack with Knoll Hunter first, and then we see what's left and steal a thing. If I steal the flyer this turn, it doesn't make my attacks that much better. So, yeah, so I think we go to combat here. And we attack. Do they have a trick? Okay, they don't have a trick. They 2-for-1 themselves, which is great. So this Mind Flayer may bail us out of my parade of mistakes. So we're going to play Mind Flayer here. Steal Eccentric Apprentice. And I guess we'll equip the Hand of Vecna to it. Maybe I should be more concerned about them killing my Mind Flayer than anything else. We do have 1,000,000 mana. So maybe I want to move the bow to Mind Flayer. Yeah, that's probably better. We can move the hand later. Thank you for the follow, Zam Rider and SM Bruce. Uh-oh. That is a problem. So our opponent, you know, we had a great top deck, and our opponent had a similarly amazing top deck here. So, so that's not good. If I block with Mind Flayer, I'm kind of screwed. So I need to keep my Eccentric Apprentice alive. No, that's not going to do it. Yeah, I guess we have to block with Mind Flayer. Ooh. Wolf Chump all attack. That might be the best bet. You might be right there. Drops us to 1 and then... Yeah. Oh, they can gain a bunch of life is the problem. They didn't, though. Doesn't that mean we win? Yeah, that means we win. Weird. Did they not have anything they could gain life off of? Because that doesn't seem like it made sense. Did we both make 1,000,000 mistakes in this game? I guess so. We both made some mistakes there. All right, well. I did not play well in that game. Our opponent also made a couple of mistakes. I think they also didn't realize earlier in the game our L2 Ranger had reach, and they attacked like their 4/4 flyer into it, which is like, okay, yeah, you know, so. The falling down the stairs landing, yeah, it's pretty much what did it. Hand of Vecna has been quite good, despite me not always playing well with it. All right, this is a good hand. We can actually name white with this. Yeah, I think we will. I mean, we need double green for Owlbear someday, but... Green-white. I'm gonna play my Basilisk, too. Yeah, I guess I could have waited till turn 3. So, Bull's Strength doesn't really accomplish anything here, so we're just gonna pass. They may also think we have the counterspell, the Venture counterspell, which isn't a bad thing to make them think we have. Okay, so let's see if they're fixed. They're playing multiple colors here. That's a card that can definitely enable it outside of the treasury things. Nope, looks like they basically just made it green divination. Which isn't a bad thing. But it's definitely better when it can fix for you. Okay. I think I'm gonna attack with the Basilisk here. If they block, I might use Bull's Strength. Now we'll never know. I'm gonna play Bullet here. I could have played the Conjurer, which might have enabled a quicker play next turn, but if I can just play Owlbear next turn, I'm gonna be pretty happy. Oh yeah, we may not be able to play our Owlbear. That's a good point. They could play theirs. Yeah, that's not really how you want that to go. So I think I'm gonna attack with Boulette here. Good chance they just take it. If they decide to just single block with Owlbear, we'll really blow them out. They don't, though. So we'll play Clever Conjure here. We can use Bull's Strength defensively, which could matter. It doesn't always, but... yeah, that's not good. Once you get the synergy rolling on that card. I mean, I think percentage-wise, it was probably smart to do what we did, but yeah, obviously didn't go our way. Okay, so they're gonna, like, blink Owlbear and stuff like that. So if I can kill this Owlbear... I'm not gonna get to. I really need to kill that Owlbear before they draw a million cards with it. But I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Short of getting them to block. So, I think I attack with Bullet here. Let's see what happens. Right, we get in for 3 again. And I guess we play Hillgorger here. We'll leave up 1 blue, because why not? So, play Hillgorger. You know, he doesn't match up super well against Underdark Basilisk, obviously enough. But yeah. Uh-oh. That's not good. So, I wonder whether they're going to switch to gaining the life so that they can make Trellisar bigger. I think Owlbear is probably actually the better option, but I can see why they would go this route. Yeah, we adapted a Teleportation Circle deck once. It didn't quite do what we wanted it to. Well, we've drawn Mind Flayer at an opportune time again. That's cool. So, I think we probably steal the Herd Gorger. Yeah. We can only do this at sorcery speed, so... How much do we telegraph here? If we telegraph a lot, but I think it's worth it. These two are gonna attack. Alright. So I could use Bull's Strength here just to do a bunch of damage, but it's not worth it, I don't think. Nah. This will make our Boulette bigger, which is cool. We'll play Knoll Hunter here. Oh my god! The Herd Gorgers, they're everywhere. This is bad. Okay. I'm thinking about attacking with Boulette and Hill Giant Herd Gorger here. I can use Bull's Strength relatively well. Yeah. See how they block. Okay, so if I use Bull's Strength, my creature dies too. I probably should have thought that one through. Probably still worth doing, but... yeah. Drops them to 15. We can actually play a creature who can block their nonsense, and then we can also untap our Herd Gorger. Uh-oh. Well, I was just about to say we got rid of their repeatable source of life gain, and then they played that Priest of Ancient Lore. Yeah. This is an insane deck. Like, the teleportation circle in this deck is... I mean, it's already pretty good, but our opponent's deck is absolutely bonkers. Hey, look. We drew our green. Let's play our Owlbear here. This is where Hand of Vecna's not as good. So, I think we lose... Pass our turn here. I don't think there's a guarantee that our opponent is 2-1. Yeah, so this is pretty good in conjunction with all this stuff too. This is definitely the most bonkers green-white deck I've seen in this format. So, Hand of Vecna, if you're not the beatdown, isn't that good, because it only gives that boost offensively, so that's not great. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and roll the dice here. You're a little late to the game, you find a cursed idol, but I guess you're what I'm gonna go with. Maybe we'll deck them. Maybe that's our out. Oh no. They're gonna gain so many life gain instances. What is happening here? Our opponent has like all the things you could ever want for their deck, and it is very scary, especially for our like very medium deck. Oh my god. Thank god I have a death touch creature, or this would really be the end of the world. I mean, it's already not good. So, we're definitely blowing up Teleportation Circle on this game, on this turn. All right. Get out of here. Yeah. I'm sure that'll make a difference. As long as this game is going, I guess I'm down with Gretchen. Maybe I should be after something else, though. Another removal spell or something? Yeah, we'll bottom her. This is impressive. You're not wrong. So even though we blew that up, every creature they play is going to gain them life. So all these things are just going to keep growing. It would be funny if they were forced to draw every time they gained life or something like that. Eventually, all that's going to be left in their deck is lands, which is kind of funny. Alright, so we block that one, and blocking the other two, I just have to decide what to block it with. So we kill the really big one. Ooh, so we bottomed her and we drew another removal spell, which I'm down with. We've only got 5 mana. Okay. We don't have any hope of killing them, so I don't know why I would attack with the Windseer. At this point, we're trying to deck them, basically. That's basically our only hope. Plus, there's a 4/1 with reach. That's a good point. Interesting. Tasha's hideous laughter would be hilarious. We got them to stop attacking with that Charm Sleep off the top. Okay. Yeah, we actually have a little bit of a chance. You're not wrong. Our chances are not 0. Okay. Well. Alright, so... Put the Windseer there. Pixie Guide's going to throw itself in front of a 14. Block there. Can't really afford to take that trample damage after all. Yeah, if they have +1/+1 to all, obviously we are done. But, you know. So block here. You're gonna block there. You're gonna block that. If I can kill these innkeepers, I definitely will. So how much gets through here? 4, 5. If they don't have any way to pump all their stuff anyway, 5 will get through. I think they probably do. They kept paying life to draw cards, which to me means they were trying to find their mass pump spell. Wow, really? Huh. I mean, I'm still in bad shape, but... could be worse. Okay. And, you know, yeah, what do we want to do here? We're probably not going to venture again, so whatever we do here is a one-off. Like, we'll only be able to do it once. So do we want to scry or gain a life? I think scry's probably better. They're both minimally helpful, but they are helpful. I can't imagine that they're going to draw... Yeah, they're done drawing extra. I was going to say, I can't imagine they're going to keep doing that. So, I could take that 7, but that seems like a bad plan. We'll throw the smallest creature in front of that. Oof. Not really what I was hoping for. So, I think they may have us here, more or less. Yeah, blanking on our draws here is not good. We have Minimus Containment in our deck still, so if we could draw that, we'd be in really good shape. Alright, so we no longer have the creature we stole from them. That probably means we want to block with Mind Flayer. Ooh! Okay. Okay, that's helpful, actually. We'll hold on to this card. This will buy us at least one more turn. So that's cool. Probably more than one more turn? Question mark. Cowabunga indeed. Okay. How many cards are left in their deck? 2? Okay. Sounds good to me. Unfortunately, Ray of Frost doesn't do anything immediately, so we definitely haven't, like, straight up won the game yet. But we're working on it. I don't know what they have in their hand. All lands? I guess we've speculated that that's the case because of all the scrying they did. Wow. Yeah, it must be all lands. Alright, so it's Ray of Frost, the unicorn here. Hey, and there's Minimus Containment. Okay, so we have another answer if we need it. I don't really see a reason to bother yet. So if they can't kill me here, they lose. Interesting. I think they're just swinging here to swing. Yeah, I probably should have played the containment just in case. I can't believe we won that game. We drew the answers we needed at the exact right times, for sure. But it's crazy that they assembled so much value in that game, and then we were just like... Yeah, they were a little too passive. It's true. Our Death Toucher being on the board as long as it was, really was awful for our opponent. For all the things their deck had, it seemed like they had no removal. So they had all the synergy you could ever want and no removal. And so our Death Toucher just sat around forever, holding them off, and then blocked and killed a thing, and... There you go. Thank you for the follow, Doomtooth and Desano. Zamrider and SM Bruce as well. Alright, so we're going to keep 7. So here's a legit aggro deck. We haven't really seen one yet, I don't feel like. Ray of Frost will be good against them. That's nice. So their plan this next turn is going to be to stick Delver's Torch on this thing. In which case, I guess we'd rather have Gretchen in play. Okay, well, we're definitely blocking. If they want to use a thing, kind of okay with it. So, probably want to play the Conjurer here. Because if we draw a land, we can play Owlbear or Charmed Sleep. Either would be pretty good here. Okay. So we play Pixie Guide here. The reason I want to play Pixie Guide is I think it'll be more effective at stopping them from attacking us, and I can also leave up Ray of Frost. So I think that's what we're going to do. It's a little passive for sure, but kind of feels like that's what we need to be against this deck. Okay, so that's a good Ray of Frost target, that's for sure. So we'll slap this on that. Alright. We're actually in pretty good shape here, thanks to these Owlbears and stuff. Owlbear is some business, you know? Yeah, Priest of Ancient Lore is quite good. You're not wrong. Yeah, so we're gonna have to Charmed Sleep that, obviously. Yeah, that's not great news. Alright, so put Charmed Sleep on the Pegasus. Very unlikely they venture enough this turn. So I think I just attack with Pixie Guide and play Null Hunter. Not like I would block with my Pixie Guide anyway, I guess. So. But that Cloister Gargoyle, especially with the Delver's Torch in play, is going to be a problem in the nearish future. Alright, so I think we throw the Conjurer in front of that. The Conjurer's usefulness has kind of been used up. So if they have a trick or something to back up their plan, yeah. I'm okay with it. So next turn, the Gargoyle is going to become a flyer, so we need to find an answer for that of some kind or another. Thinking about attacking with this Owlbear. It's kind of a free attack, so I think I will. Might get in for 4 for free, yeah. Kind of what I expected was going to happen there. And I should have attacked with my flyer too, I guess, because it's not going to block. So that was probably a bit of missed damage. Play another Owlbear. Yeah, we'll play the Temple and go with white. We need to find that Minimus containment. I guess we may as well untap our Owlbear, so we have a better blocker. Interesting they didn't also attack with the Gargoyle, because it would have gained flying. So I'm pretty cool with that, actually. So, yeah, we'll throw an Owlbear here. So, yeah, that 5/6 is a huge problem. I guess it's time to start using Gretchen's ability more than anything else, because we need to find things. So we're going to use her ability here rather than play Boulette. We can actually do both, which is cool. We'll play the Apprentice here and Scry. Okay, so I can blow up the Gargoyle with that, so we definitely leave that on top. And yeah, end our turn. So blowing up Cloister Gargoyle is going to feel really good. And I definitely think we should blow it up over the Torch. The Torch is good, but when they put it on most of their creatures, we can just block them. So it hasn't really been that much of a problem. I think I'm just going to take the 5 here. There's an outside chance that they'd have, like, a way to effectively block us there, but it's pretty much just an outside chance. Alright, so I think we attack with both Owlbears here. Yeah. Alright, so they take 8. I'm down with that. Then we're going to use... God, I should have attacked with my flyers again. I'm playing poorly today. Alright, so we're going to get rid of the Gargoyle. I think it's better to play Boulette here than draw, because it's going to get a counter. And then we can untap an Owl Bear. Alright. Take down the Boulette before it gets bigger. Another Unicorn. Alright, so this time we're going to use her ability first. Oh, nice. So yeah, we'll put a land on the battlefield. Now we've got Bull's Strength, which definitely emboldens me here. I think we swing with all of these. So that's 6. So we may as well run over the Unicorn here. Yep. Lethal. Well, Gretchen got to do her thing, that game. So sometimes she gets it done, you know? She's not terrible, you know. I'm just saying in most formats she'd be, like, incredible, so. And in this one it's like, you know, there's a bunch of Signpost Uncommons better than she is. Yeah, I've been pretty impressed with that trick. I mean, you would end up attacking a lot in this format, and that trick does some work. I mean, it gives pseudo-vigilance. You know, having one copy of that Bull's trick, whatever, is pretty good. This hand is not great. We can play both of these, and we're just like an island away from being okay. So I think we probably do keep it. If I didn't have two things I could play as is, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, the black-green elf one is also like a notch below. The really good ones are the equipment guy. Okay, well. We haven't drawn more lands yet. But we do have Bull's Strength, so drawing another card we can play is, like, passable. They're going pretty slow over there, which is good news for us. Drawing an island here is good. Play Pixie Guide. Obviously, our deck having Mind Flayer has been awesome, so. Kalain, Krydle, and the equipment guy. Yeah, I think that's like the top tier of the signposts. Krydle, like the overall deck Krydle's in has been a little more disappointing than I expected, but it's been okay. I mean, it's still a good deck, and if you have like 2 Krydles, it's a great deck, so. I'd appreciate drawing well here. We have been like all day, so I can't complain that much. Hey, that's pretty good. I think we go with blue here. It's pretty hard not to, overall, because, yeah, it will enable Charmed Sleep, and if we draw another land, it'll enable Mind Flayer. Bull's Strength is not great here against Clattering Skeletons. I could use it defensively. But I can't really use it offensively here. It won't make any of my creatures a big enough deal. I guess I could play it and attack with all 3, and I would get the counter, so he'd become a 5/5. And then the only creature they can block is actually the Basilisk. That's actually pretty good. They only have 1 black mana, so I think that's what we do here. Yeah, we go Bull's Strength. So what do? Block the Basilisk? Yeah, I was gonna say, it's a surprisingly good pre-combat trick there. Blue. You know, in 90% of situations, I probably wouldn't have done it, but I think there it made sense to do. Okay. Alright, so we got to 5. I think we kind of hold off. We don't need to play Owlbear here yet. Mind Flayer here yet. So I think we just attack in the air for 1 and play the Owlbear. So they can gobble this up, but I don't really care if they do. Most of our removal doesn't get rid of creatures. I don't think any of it really does. No? Okay. So they can smash for 8 here if they want. They don't, though. Alright, so I think we continue to just hold on to Mind Flayer until we feel like we're in a situation where we need to play it. And for now, I think we just attack for 1 in the sky again. Play another flyer. We get to scry 2. I think we bottom both of those. Yeah. We'll also play Gretchen here. That's not good. I may need to Mind Flayer this turn. It doesn't help that much, honestly, because I have flyers. So, unless they play something awesome, that's not really awesome. Okay. Can't play that right now, but we can attack for 4 in the sky. Stealing one of their creatures doesn't really matter. So, I mean, the thing about Mind Flayer that maybe I should have just played it earlier is I would have taken away a creature and had 2 bodies, you know? But, yeah. So, I think we attack with both of these. I guess we're going to go ahead and put Charmed Sleep on the skeletons. Yeah. If they get the mana to turn their cave... Oh, they already have the mana. So if they just pass their turn here, they can hold up mana to do the cave. They decided not to, though. Interesting. I'm a little surprised by that. They must have removal. That's the only thing that makes sense here. Well, time to find out. Yep, they got it. Do I want to use Gretchen's ability here more than anything else? I guess I can hold off on using it, make it seem like I have mana up for other reasons, because... Well, I guess I have enough 2-mana cards that I should probably just use her ability. There's enough of a chance that I draw something I can play for 2 mana, so... Except we probably don't want to tap it. Oh, we have to tap it like that, yeah. We already have a green in our hand, so... Yeah, we'll use her ability here. Okay, we play this. Then we play this and name white. So we might be in trouble now. I mean, I've been worried about that Dragonland for a while, and they had time to sort of get there in a natural way. And, you know, Minimus Containment doesn't hit it. So, you know, I think we'll probably find a way to sneak damage through, but it's going to take a little while for us to get there. So let's play Knoll Hunter here. This time we're just going to leave up mana for her ability. Can I steal it with the Flayer? That's a good question. I can. The question is, how long would I keep it stolen, rules-wise? I think I would keep it. I think I would keep it. I don't think that's what we want to do anyway right now, but that is something to keep in mind in the future. I do have white mana to turn the cave into a creature, I guess. Interesting. They still have enough cards in their hand and stuff. I don't really think I want to do it yet. Because if they just have removal for the Mind Flayer, I get blown out hard doing that sort of thing. So I don't think we do it. Yeah, we would keep it. That's kind of what I've concluded, but... That's a little bit of a problem. Okay. Although, if they get aggressive enough, we can find a way to sneak some damage through, thanks to Mind Flayer. Ooh, the turtle, huh? So I have 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 9 mana. Unfortunately, I need 4 blue. I do have 4 blue. I think this just gets us there now. Oh, no, I don't have 4 blue. I just have 3. I was right the first time. But Minimus Containment plus another thing is still enough to get us there. Yeah. So, we'll Minimus Containment. I guess the cube. Then we will play Mind Flayer. Actually, it's not quite going to get us there. But they are going to have to block. Yeah, so I think we attack with both of those. And then we have Dragon Turtle to hopefully finish the job here. Yeah. Okay. The turtle should be able to get us there, I think. Yeah, I mean, that's their only blocker. Ooh, I do have to sack an enchantment, but it doesn't really... It won't matter till next turn, and next turn's not coming, so... Alright. 5-1. Yeah, I think this deck has overperformed some for sure. I mean, the fact we have Mind Flayer and that we've drawn it most games, you know, that's the kind of thing that'll happen. We've also just drawn well in general. This is an awkward hand just because, you know, we kind of have to name blue with the temple the way this hand looks. But we are on the draw, so I think it's keepable. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so we're going to name blue. Which sucks, because we have Minimus Containment in our hand. But, we could consider naming white and just count on drawing blue, which we'll do. Oh, boy. We can still play our Basilisk next turn, no matter what we draw. If I name blue, though, I have 2 cards I can play. Yeah, I think we go blue in the end. It's tempting to go white there when you have the containment in your hand, but... I'm going to play the Investigator since it attacks better. We could just play Hand of Vecna on turn 3 and equip it, and, you know, we've had that be pretty good for us, too. Right. Well... Gonna play the Basilisk here. You know, if you find a Cursed Idol. Man, not hitting a third land there is rough. It's tempting to make a treasure here, but I can at least wait until the end of their turn. Oh, no, I can't. It's a sorcery. If I make a treasure, a lot more things will be online for us. So, yeah, but I think we probably hold on to that for now. I think we're both having mana problems. I guess ours are a little worse right now. Yeah, I mean, they're hitting land drops, but they only have one color. Yeah, the universe does have to balance out, it's true. We've been pretty lucky. I think I would take 4 if they attacked me there. Alright, so I think we go for it with Hand of Vecna here. And... yeah, suit up the Basilisk. Go to combat. I wonder if they have... you find a cursed idol. If they do, they can't use it yet, so it's not a complete disaster. But the fact that they're looking at our card so much concerns me a bit. Okay, that's what they were thinking about there. Huh. So I'd go to 10 here, and then it would cost me a lot to equip hand without using mana. But I don't have to use... I mean, I don't have to pay life. So I think just taking 4 here is worth it. I think we just equip it again. And attack. We're in a bit of trouble still. I mean, we have a huge creature at least, but we do need to find a 4th land pretty badly. Next turn we can at least play like the Conjurer if we don't draw a land. Yeah, I mean, it's basically a race at this point. If they can play blockers, it's obviously a race they're going to win. That is quite the blocker. Okay, interesting. So Charmed Sleep, huh? Okay, so I think we go to combat. And we attack. Okay. And I think we play Windseer. I guess if I play Charmed Sleep, they're in a place where they have to play a blocker. But that's kind of where they're going to be anyway. Yeah, let's play the Windseer here. Okay, so Bull Strength's obviously going to be great here. And do we kind of want that 5th land? I guess we do. But we want to draw Bull Strength first, and hopefully that will be enough to get us there. I think I have to block Circle of Moon Druid here, being at 6 life. They could have their own Bull's Strength, for example, or any number of other things. Plummet, okay. Let's see if they can kill us here. Ooh, boy. It's gonna be close. Okay. So, we go to combat, and this thing will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it'll be 9. And we don't quite have enough. We don't quite have the juice we need. That sucks. We've got 7 mana here. I mean, we're not dead. Yeah, I win if they don't block. That's true. I mean, that's kind of the plan. I could... Hold on a second. No, that won't quite do it. I was going to say, I could play You Find a Cursed Idol and then Minimus Containment, but I could do that in my second main phase and be reasonably happy with that, I think. Although it does give them mana, so maybe not. Wow, they didn't block! That's nice. That'll work for us. You know, I think I gave... What did I give Hand of... I think I gave Hand of Vecna a B or a B+ in my set review. And I think that's probably right. We did have that one game where it just wasn't very good. And if you're behind, it's just not that great. But I don't know. It should maybe be an A-. The way it's performed here, it feels like it should be an A-. I think they were in a position there where they were thinking, if I do block, there's no way I win this game, maybe. But I don't know why they would think that, because they didn't even know for sure that I had something to do in the second main phase. What I would have done in the second main phase is make the treasure and put the containment on their creature, which should have been enough to keep us alive till our next turn at least, but... Yeah, it doesn't do anything on block. B might be fair. We've just had it go really well. This is a keep. It's not the fastest hand ever. But we do have both our colors. Uh-oh. Thank God we can blow that up right away. If I had anything else to do this turn, yeah, we should probably still blow it up. It's tempting to have them sink more mana into it, but I think we're getting greedy if that's what we do. Play this Conjurer. Okay. So, we're just going to play Boulette here. It's another green-white deck. Okay, so I can use Dragon Turtle at some point. That point might just be this turn. The only annoying thing about playing Dragon Turtle is if I do it now, it's not going to have that big of an impact. Like, flashing it in is way better, but I don't have double blue without my Conjurer, and the Conjurer can only do its thing as a sorcery. So, I don't love it. Probably just play Pixie Guide and end the turn here. Probably means we're going to get hit for 4 here, but I think I can live with that. This first draft has been a long one. I haven't had a lot of long drafts in this format, but this one has been. Yeah, I don't love that. Okay, I do like that. So, I think we hold on to Dragon Turtle for now and just want to play Owlbear here. Thank you for the sub, 4T. Yeah, so we're just going to play Owlbear here. It's got a pretty nice body for this board. Draws us a card and all that. Might enable us to play our Hillgorger the next turn. Yeah, I mean, I could attack with the Guide. I just think they won't block, though, and that's not going to be great for us. Oh, no. They played those back-to-back. Thank you for the follow, Incredible Beck. Okay. So now we have Herdgorger mana. So I think I swing in here with Owlbear. If they just want to block with a Ranger, that's fine. Our Boulette will get bigger. Yeah, so let's attack with the Owlbear here. We could also use Bull's Strength, obviously. But we're not going to. We're just going to play Herdgorger. Yeah, you know, the Conjurer has been pretty nice. You know, we haven't really leaned on it for ramping, but it's sort of been a weird form of fixing for us so far. Okay. Don't really feel like using Charmed Sleep on any of this stuff. I think I attack with Owlbear and Herdgorger and hold up our Bull's Strength. Yeah. All right, so we're looking at that double block, which we just let that happen. And then we use Bull's Strength on, yeah, the Herdgorger. So we do a bunch of damage to them in the process there. Right, so I think we just leave our mana up for now. Roulette gets bigger. Yeah, that's annoying. Alright, so I think we just play Dragon Turtle here and tap down the 4-3, I guess. Okay. Well, we got to 7 wins with this thing, which, yeah, I definitely think we had some very good luck on our side. It does kind of even out early in the format. We had some pretty bad luck, but we'll take that 7-1 all day long. And, you know, that deck, it was largely carried by the powerful rares we had. You know, we had some nice... And that's kind of this format for you. Like, synergy, not really a big deal in this format. Like it is in most. So, yeah.